Hey traders, Todd here of TradeAnalysis.com. This is going to be your free video update. It's November 8th, and markets are acting pretty well here as we are about 80% of the way through Q3 earnings season. We have some visibility on interest rates, what the Fed's going to do. Longer term rates are backing off, crude oil's off. So looks like the bull market here continues. So we like stocks higher. One group I want to focus on is consumer discretionary. There's two large cap stocks within XLY. One is kind of hurting the cause of XLY and one's helping. So let's jump in and take a look. All right, so we're going to start with the relative rotation. On the left is monthly, on the right is weekly. And we're looking at XLY in blue, which is your consumer discretionary ETF, and then two major stocks I'm sure you've heard of, Tesla and Amazon. Well, on the monthly, this is pretty much, this is 2023, the tips of the arrows here. This is going to be January of this year. Well, consumer discretionary has made a good move from weekly lagging up into an improving position here. Now, just a quick word, what we're looking at here is the relative rotation graphs. This is really the only true way to look at sector, industry, and stock rotation in and out relative to your benchmarks, which we're using as the S&P 500. All right, so you can see XLY has rotated in the beginning of 23, and we went from lagging up into improving. Boom, right there. It was July and August that made the good move. Now, what you notice is Amazon just went into monthly leading. That's a big deal. So you have Amazon, a consumer discretionary stock that you'd argue is also a technology stock, making the move into leading, trying to get XLY to sort of join the party and get up into the green quadrant here. What's lagging is Tesla. Okay, no surprise here. As we get off the monthly and go over to the weekly, this is going to be looking at, you can follow the dates right here. So since August, September, October, November, let me stretch him out. What's happened? Well, the move in the monthly on both XLY, Amazon, and Tesla is taking a little bit of a break. And as we move down here, you're losing relative momentum. And then across the low here is relative strength. Well, since September and October, we had a move into value, higher rates. You saw growth and other consumer discretionary take a little bit of a break. So Tesla is continuing to head and rotate out. There's other stocks in consumer discretionary that are sort of acting weak, like McDonald's and Nike and Home Depot and Lowe's. And we have XLY on the weekly moving from weakening into lagging. But Amazon here over the last week or two has begun to hook higher. And I'm wondering if Amazon can continue to make the hook up, which would have a pretty good impact on where obviously it's going on the monthly. And also, can we keep XLY moving into the leading monthly quadrant, which would be a really big deal. That goes a long way to help the growth trade, okay? So if we look at the stock chart of Amazon, here's the weekly. We're going to do a little technicals and Elliott wave. I would say that you have a sort of a cup and handle kind of formation on XLY here. This is actually the monthly chart. So that's the high from 22 in August down to the lows in January, higher low here in March of 23. Nice rally up, setback, and then this would be the cup. This would be the handle kind of right here, and then the breakout would be at 146. All right, so this is the Amazon chart relative to the S&P. So Amazon has been outperforming the S&P since the beginning of this year, and you can also do it against the NASDAQ. Amazon's also been outperforming the NASDAQ, sort of a triple top here in the Amazon NDX ratio. And then we look at the volume. Volume has been okay. You have some pretty good green peaks here. It looks like the average volume is dropping here a little bit. We could really use a nice breakout here. Sorry, this is actually the weekly chart. My bad. That's misproperly labeled. Weekly. There we go. So let's get off of the weekly down to the daily. And we can see from an Elliott wave point of view, keeping in mind that breakout at about 146, the way we have this is green 1, green 2, a nice big old wave 3, nice 3-wave push back in wave 4, held the 200-day moving average, held the uptrend channel, and it looks like we want to try to break that 146 high that was from August of 22, September of 23. And getting the sort of the context of the count, yeah, we can move higher, but I'm a little concerned about resistance into the 155 to 165. This is a pretty good wave 5 fib resistance zone that, a lot of people are going to be all excited if we can break through that resistance level, but, we could have some upside, but we may then fall into some resistance, which we'll have to deal with a wave 2 pullback. Okay, so the game plan for now, though, is I did up my allocation in Amazon in our wealth management business and the growth portfolio. I am waiting to see if we can get a little bit of a pullback here. If we can get something around the 140 to 135 area, I think that might be a good entry point if we want to do something in the options side to get bullish, to try to get a pullback here, and then potentially into the end of the year, maybe get a move up into the 160 area. Okay, so there's a couple options possibilities with spreads or butterflies we can do as a trade up into that area. But longer term, as I mentioned, I like Amazon. The earnings that came out were very solid. They did well on cloud. They reported 85 cents. The consensus was 58 cents. They came in 143 billion in revenues. The estimates for 141. They had good guidance going forward into Q4. And as I mentioned, the cloud numbers were solid. So all in all, looking good. If we can just get the rest of the stocks in consumer discretionary to participate, maybe XLY can move into that monthly leading, and Amazon continue to make that hook on the weekly from weakening. And plus, we have that breakout from cup and handle into the 160 resistance. So a lot to do. Should be a good run in the end of the year. Okay, hope that helps, guys. See you on the next video update. Hi, it's Todd from tradinganalysis.com. Thanks so much for watching. Listen, my team and I have so much to share with you in terms of our technical analysis, our fundamental analysis, portfolio management tactics, trading in and out, maybe options, sector rotation. Let us know what's most interesting to you. Maybe drop that in the comments section and we'll do our best to work it in. Also, consider clicking the subscribe button and the bell icon to be notified when we put out new videos. And finally, you can check us out at tradinganalysis.com if you'd like to see us manage our real portfolios in real time. Thanks again for watching.